Example 1 says that Joanne makes bead bracelets. Each bracelet has 6 blue beads and 7 red beads. So if I ask you, question A, what is the part-to-part ratio? So what is the ratio of, let's start with blue beads to red beads? How would we write the ratio of that? So there's the ratio of 6 to 7. What if I ask you the ratio of red beads, I'm just going to write red, to blue? Good, 7 to 6. The order that we write it in matters, okay? Yeah. What if I ask you the ratio of blue beads to total number of beads? How would we find the total number of beads? There's 6 blue beads and 7 red beads. What would I do to get the total? We add them. Okay, what's 7 plus 6? 7 plus 6 equals 13. So we know there's a total of 13. So what would the ratio be of blue to total? How would I write that? How many blue beads are there? 6. And how many total beads are there? Okay, pretty simple. Can you write a ratio any other way?
Yeah.
So we can also write a ratio as a fraction. I can write this as 6 over 13. And I know the comparison is blue beads to total. Can someone tell me of the fraction, the ratio as a fraction of total number of total beads to red beads? What would that be as a fraction? The ratio of total to red. I want total to red. Raise your hand. 13 to 7. How would I write that as a fraction? 13 over 7. Can I write it as 7 over 13? No. The order matters. 13 over 7 is total to red. If I wrote 7 over 13, that would be red beads to total beads. That's different. Okay? One. So let's start with A. Tess sells pre-owned vehicles. So she has vehicles that are already owned and she's selling them. So used cars. In April, she sells 8 cars and 12 trucks. Determine the ratio of cars sold to trucks sold. So let's just start by writing the ratio for A of cars sold to trucks sold. What's the ratio of cars to trucks? Not trucks to cars. I want to know cars to trucks sold. How many cars did she sell? 8. And how many trucks did she sell? That's it. That's the ratio. Okay, but we're not done because then they want us to put this in lowest terms. Okay, we can also write this as a fraction. I'm going to write it as 8 over 12 like we just discussed. How would I figure out how to write this in lowest terms? What are we looking for? Okay, we are looking for the lowest common factor, so I'm going to do a quick review of that. I'm going to write down the number 8, and we're going to write down factors. I shouldn't do that. Factors of 8. So 1 times what gives you 8? 8. Does 2 go into 8? 2 times what gives you 8? Good. Does 3 go into 8? 3? No, that's it. These are factors of 8. Factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, and 8. That means that the number 8 can be divided by 1, it can be divided by 2, divided by 4, and divided by 8 evenly. You won't get a decimal. What about 12? Let's list factors of 12. Start with 1. 1 times what? 1 times 12. Does 2 go into 12? 2 times what is 12? 6. Does 3 go into 12? 3 times what is 12? Okay, so 12 has some more factors. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. What is the greatest common factor? Which number do they have in common? They have a 1 in common. They have a 2. Do they have a 3? Nope. Do they have a 4? Do they have 6, 8, or 12? No. So the greatest common factor equals 4. That means I can divide 8 by 4, and I can divide 12 by 4. To write an equivalent ratio or an equivalent fraction, you have to find a number that you can divide the numerator and the denominator by. It has to be the same number, right? Otherwise, the fractions aren't equivalent. So what is 8 divided by 4?
2.
And what is 12 divided by 4?
3.
So we can say that 8 to 12 is equal to 2 to 3, or 8 over 12 equals 2 over 3. These are equivalent. I've written it in lowest terms, which means that I haven't changed it, I've just reduced it. The fraction is still the same value. In May, Tess sells 4 cars and 6 trucks. Are her ratios of cars sold to trucks sold in April and May equivalent ratios? What was her ratio from April? What do we get for A? What was the answer? You guys have it? Okay, so we've already calculated in April. Her ratio was, let's write it as a fraction, 8 over 12. That was the ratio of cars to trucks. And we reduced that. What was that as in lowest terms? What do we get?
2 over 3.
Good, 2 over 3. That was for April. Now, they're asking about May. In May, she sells, again, the ratio is cars to trucks. So we're going to write it in the same order, cars to trucks. And it's a ratio of 4 to 6. Well, they're asking us, is this number, are these ratios equivalent? So is 4 over 6 equal to 2 over 3? Or is 4 over 6 equal to 8 over 12? How can we figure out if they're equal? I want you guys to think about it. I want to know, is that equal to, we haven't figured it out yet, is it equal to 2 over 3?
Yes.
Well, how do we know that? Let's look at how we got from here to here. How can you show that 4 over 6 reduces to 2 over 3?
Divided by 2.
What do they divide by? 4 divided by 2 is 2. Whatever you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator. So if we take 6 and divide it by 2, is the answer 3? Is 6 divided by 2 3? Yes. So yes, these are equal. They reduced it by the same number. Okay, let's look at C. In June, okay, we're going to look at June, she sells 10 cars and 8 trucks. Let's write that as a ratio. What's the ratio of cars to trucks for June? 10 over 8. They want to know, again, is the number of cars and trucks she sold in June equivalent to April and May? Let's reduce 10 over 8. 10 over 8. How can we write that in lowest terms? What number can be divided into 10 and 8 evenly? They're both divisible by 2. I heard someone say 2 because they're even numbers. Okay, what's 10 divided by 2? What's 8 divided by 2?
4.
Can this be reduced any more? Is there a number that can go into 5 and 4? No, that's the lowest terms. Is 5 over 4 equal to 2 over 3?
No.
No. Can 5 over 4 be reduced to 2 over 3? No. So are they equivalent? No. They are not equivalent. You cannot turn 2 over 3 into 10 over 8. 2 over 3 does not equal 10 over 8, okay? Because if I go from 2 to 10, we're multiplying by 5, but 3 times 5 is not 8. Okay, in this example, Nina, Matthew, so we have Nina, Matthew, and Jared ran for student council position of president. The votes are in the ratio of 2. Well, we have 2. So who got 2 votes? This is in lowest terms, by the way. Remember, the order matters. It's Nina, then Matthew, 2 to 4, and then Jared. See how I'm color coding it? Nina to Matthew to Jared. The order matters. The voting ratio is 2 to 4 to 1. Now, they tell us that Matthew got 132 votes. What color is Matthew? What color?
Red.
Okay, Matthew got 132. So we're going to write out this ratio. 2 was Nina. 4 was Matthew, and 1 was Jared. That means for every 1 vote that Jared got, Nina got 2 votes. Okay, this is just a ratio. Now, we're told that, okay, let's just write the ratio out. Who got 132 votes? Who got 132 votes? So where would I write that? First, second, or third? Second. Now, we need to figure out what Nina got and what Jared got. So, to get from, we need to figure out how to get from here to here. We're trying to find a number that we multiply, okay? And it has to be the same number that we're multiplying it by. So, let's look at Matthew. We know that Matthew got 132. We have to figure out 4 times what gives you 132. What is the opposite of multiplication? So instead of multiplying, we can divide. What's 132 divided by 4? So we know that to get from here to here, these are equivalent, okay? 4 times 33 will give us 132. So what do you think you have to do to every other number to get the answer? What do we do to get to here? We multiplied by 33. So what do I have to do to get from, to figure out what Nina's votes were? 2 times 33. What's 2 times 33? Then, with Jared, I have to multiply by, whatever we do to one number, we have to do to the other. The scale factor is 33. You remember that word from grade 8? Scale factor? What's 1 times 33? Okay, so how many votes did Nina get? Nina got 66 votes. And how many votes did Jared get? 33 votes. Okay, so this is one way to do it. You're trying to figure out how the ratios are related to one another. They're related by multiplying by 33. We're multiplying each term by the same number.